Hello, everyone. What I'm going to say is not surprising anyway. Tinubu has been voted as one of the top list of world's most corrupt organized crime persons of the year in 2024. That's the kind of person that we have, the illegitimate president that we have, someone who is parading himself as president of Nigeria. And just imagine what that means, to you just being a Nigerian, the way you're looked upon, the way you're seen, having someone who is supposed to be the head of state, usually head of states are supposed to be people with competence, character, capacity, people that are upstanding, people that when they talk about integrity, they're top there. But in the case of Nigeria, unfortunately, that's not what we have. And so you have this group, he said the infamous award came after the OCCRP called for citizens worldwide to nominate individuals worthy of taking the spotlight for their roles in advancing criminal activities. And so this is coming from People's Gazette. So Bola Tinubu of Nigeria has claimed the top spot among a parade of the world's most ruthless corrupt leaders. The infamous award came after the Organized Crime and Corruption Reporting Project called for citizens worldwide to nominate individuals worthy of taking the spotlight for their roles in advancing criminal activities while aggravating poverty. The group, which coordinates a network of investigative journalists and activists around the world, said the Nigerian leader came third after a vote by participants. Come third for better thing. We didn't come third in doing something good. It's in what they're talking about, most corrupt, most ruthless, and the one in advancing criminal activities while aggravating poverty. That's the one that Tinubu, is coming third in. While Kenyan President William Ruto scored the most votes, Mr. Tinubu was listed as number 3 following former Indonesian President Joko Widodo. Organizers nonetheless awarded the main person of the year label to Bashar al-Assad, the recently ousted leader of Syria, who fled to Russia earlier this month after spending decades plundering the Middle Eastern country. The judges acknowledged the importance of public interest and outrage at corruption. Organizers at OCCRP said Mr. Tinubu, 72, was at the top for his role in entrenching a regime of corruption in Nigeria. He was the governor of Lagos for 8 years between 1999 and 2003, a period he used to amass enormous wealth for himself and his family. Following his assumption of office as Nigeria's president in May 2023, Mr. Tinubu quickly moved to award a multi-trillion naira road project to a company run by his son. The proposed Lagos-Calabar route is Nigeria's most ambitious infrastructure project to date. And the controversy did little to allay widespread fears that Mr. Tinubu would raid Nigeria's treasury as he did in Lagos in the prior decades. Mr. Tinubu's history as a cocaine dealer in Chicago also helped inform participants in the nomination process for the OCCRP ranking submissions showed. It's so heartbreaking as a Nigerian for you to say that the person who currently is at the helm of affairs of the country is someone who has this kind of record that is known worldwide. It's not something that is hidden. Criminal activities, we're talking about criminal activities, we're talking about corruption, they are talking about cocaine dealership. All of these things are something that is associated with someone who is currently at the helm of affairs in Nigeria. That's so heartbreaking for every hardworking Nigeria there, for every Nigeria that is out there that is doing the right thing. Because at the end of the day, we'll be looked upon with all of this kind of cards attached to us. Mr. Tinubu's history as a cocaine dealer in Chicago also helped inform participants in the nomination process for the OCCRP ranking. submissions showed. He was also rocked by allegations of certificate forgery shortly after he was inaugurated. He strongly denied all allegations of corruption. A spokesperson for Mr. Tinubu did not immediately answer a request seeking comments about his unveiling as a globally acclaimed organized crime personality from People's Gazette on Tuesday morning. So, People's Gazette, of course, had reached out to Tinubu's spokesperson to find out what is it, what are they saying about this ranking that has come out, this ranking. And of course, it's only fair to hear their own side. They won't talk now, they won't talk for now. Later, we're waiting for them to come and see, and let's see what narrative they are going to spin and how they are going to say that this is what it is. Maybe it's somebody somewhere that is making this happen, or they will say it's enemy, or they might even have a way of calling Mr. Peter Obi in. If they don't call Mr. Peter Obi into what they are doing, but they switch them. Well, it is as it is. They know it's someone. When you steal from someone, definitely you're always going to be wary about that person. I think there's a proverb, was it in Things Fall Apart, where they said when they're talking about old bones or something like that, old people fidget. So we'll wait and see. But it's really such a shame. It's really so heartbreaking. It's really so sad that this is where we find ourselves as a nation. But as usual, I like to, these days, I like to just check comments and see what is happening. And then someone called Caro, he said no surprises. I don't know whether there's going to be anyone that is going to be surprised about it, except the psychophants anyway. And then Ubong Abia said, see the ranking here. Kenya President William Ruto, number 1. Number 2, former Indonesia President Joko Widodo, number 3, Bola Tinubu. This ranking is rigged. How can Tinubu be number 3 when he's supposed to be number 1, according to this particular person? Then you have Afonja Amoda said William Ruto of Kenya is number 1 on the list. Why Tinubu ranked number 3? Who are the ways that conducted this? Well, something to make he said Obingos happy. He's now spoken Yoruba. As far as I'm concerned, as this one I say it's rigged for this person. Tinubu is probably not supposed to be there. Source, True Talker says source, because if this is true, then why the Westerners are dining with him? And okay, it goes on. People are just putting the list of the people out there. He will top the list for the most corrupt for 10 years. 2024 is just tips of the iceberg. Jagaban for a reason, says this particular person. Then someone said, has INEC reviewed it? I mean, to go to court, go argue and face. But anyway, sadly, this is what we have. This is the reality of Nigeria. But it's really sad. Thank you for watching. Bye.